everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's topic is going to be about free will writing. So I came out with a free will writing template, so you can totally use this. Like, I'm going to put a link down below in this video, so you can use this template to do up your will for free. Okay, so I'll be explaining some technical details about the will first before I also this will is not suitable. This template is not suitable for everyone, so yeah. Okay, so why I decided to come up with this free will template is because previously in my videos I was talking about the end of life planning, and then also some of my clients, when I talk to them about this end of life planning, they have asked me whether I can help to write a will for them. But the thing is, I'm not like legally trained or anything, so better not for me to write a will for them. But I went through many will writing templates and I came out with my own template. Okay, so I will be offering this free for everyone. I mean, if you use it, is at your own risk lah. So because there's nothing charged for this, yeah. So okay, so let's go. Okay, so like I mentioned, this is a free, simple will writing template. If your will is super complicated, you need a lot of things in it, and then you have overseas assets, all these things, this will template will not be suitable for you, okay? And mostly catered for Singapore residents, okay? So it's intended for general, simple will writing use for a person that is at least 21 years old with sound mind and all assets in Singapore only, okay? So it does not contain any or convey any legal or financial or other advice, okay? So if you need like if you're a Muslim, this will also not suitable for you. So if you're a Muslim and you need to write a will, please seek legal advice from appropriately qualified lawyers lah. Okay, so there's some statistics about how many people dies in Singapore a day. So it's about 73.5% people die in Singapore a day, and 48% of Singaporeans surveyed do not have a will. Okay, so this means that people who are dying without a will is about 48%. Okay, so half of the people dying, 30 people don't have a will around there. Okay, so people will be like, huh? You can write a will yourself? Yeah, so don't let anyone tell you otherwise. You can definitely write a will yourself for free. If you don't like my template, go ahead and write your own will, okay? So under Singapore law, there's no need to hire anyone to draft your will. In Singapore, not a lawyer, not a will drafting company, not anyone. Okay, you can write a perfectly valid will yourself if you know everything to do right lah. Okay, so it will hold up in a Singapore court when your executor applies for the grant of probate. Okay, so whether it's a good idea to actually do your own will or whatever is always a matter of debate, and then lawyers will definitely tell you that you will mess up things, blah 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 blah. But if your will is really just very simple and you're not ultra high net worth, definitely it's okay to do your own will. Okay, naturally some people will be like you know, like, really, is it okay? But I don't know, you can try it out, do it yourself. Okay, so as mentioned earlier, you can write own will in Singapore. It's not rocket science, but quite a lot of material is needed to digest and implement. Okay, yeah. Okay, so let's just run through the technicals. What constitutes as a valid will in Singapore? So need to be valid is made by a person above 21. Okay, signed at the footer or the end of the will by the testator. So every page you need to sign. Okay, testator is you lah, the person making the will, and the signature has to be made in presence of 2 or more witnesses. So you just need 2 witnesses lah. Okay, don't need more than 2. Okay, then these witnesses have to be present at the time that you're signing this will. Okay, so you must have be of sound mind when you're signing this and prove that you're not senile or mentally affected. Okay, then also yeah, so just because a will is valid in Singapore doesn't mean that it will be distributed in accordance to your wishes. So if you draft a will badly, it can be valid, but still there can be challenges to a will lah. Okay, so that's what lawyers will also tell you if you try to do a will yourself lah. I mean, most wills are actually quite cheap, like even wills starting at like $99 from some non-lawyers company. Lawyers probably charge at least about $200. Okay, so it's up to you whether you want to save this money for your estate. Okay, so just some information about what can or cannot be distributed as wills. So what can be distributed? Properties that are held in your own name and tenancy in common. Okay, so joint tenancy cannot be distributed. Most HDB are held under joint tenancy, so you cannot write this in your will. It has no effect. Okay, yeah. Then personal property investment in your own name, insurance policy without nominations or trust, okay, bank accounts in your own name. So there's joint bank accounts, all these cannot, okay. So other valuable possessions you may have, you want your Gucci bag, your LV bag, everything, okay. Then what cannot be distributed by will is CPF assets and investment under joint names, those that you already nominated, it cannot be distributed, and joint bank accounts lah, okay. So what you need to prepare before using the will template, choose people you know and get these people to agree to be your executors and trustee. So these executors and trustee are the main people that know where is your will, you want them to carry out the instructions of your will, all these things, and these kind of people can be a beneficiary of the will, okay. So if necessary, guardians of your children. So for these people that you want to be your executor, get the full name and NRIC, okay. Then you also need like a alternative executor in case the first executor dies before you, okay. But usually if the first executor dies before you, right, or they died together with you, I mean, if they die before you, you definitely have time to change the will, but if they died together with you, then you don't have time to change the will, so you need to name an alternative executor, okay. So decide on people that you want to be provided for in your will, so the beneficiaries, whether is it your family, close friends, or charitable organizations, okay. So get their full name and NRIC. So if it's a like a charity organization, get their UEN or whatever they call it, the identification number for the charitable organization, okay. So decide on how to distribute your assets to these people that you want to be provided for, and also need to choose 2 witnesses to witness you signing your will, get their full name, NRIC to put inside the will as well, okay. So optional is whether you need to make a comprehensive list of all the assets in your estate that you've accumulated over the years, okay. Okay, so that's the question, who can actually be a witness for your will? Okay, anyone can be a witness for your will, but your witness should preferably outlive you and cannot be the beneficiaries to your will and cannot be a spouse of the beneficiary to your will, okay? So if you want your will to be valid, then please make sure that your witness is not a beneficiary or a spouse of a beneficiary. Okay, so like I say, it's a good idea to find like 2 completely unrelated people in the will to be the witnesses lah. So best is your insurance agent or like your neighbor or whoever, okay. Yeah. Okay, so let's go to the will template now. Okay, so this is the will template that I've come up with. So I have not filled up anything yet. So basically, if you want to fill up, so dated on whatever day of the month. So maybe we say 3rd. Okay, so there is a bit of like, you can just delete this. So it goes like 3rd day or whichever month. So let's see, what month is it? It is May 1990. Sorry, I'm still living in 1990. Yeah, no. May 2023, okay, so dated 3rd day of May 2023. The last will of, you put your full name here, okay, so you don't need to type in caps, just like normally, link Johnny's. Okay, so at the bottom, you need to sign every single page of the will, so do make sure that you enter your full name here, so like, for example, okay, Liao Yingling Johnny's signature, okay. There's a bit of problem here. Okay, so let's pull out the thing. Okay, so this is the last will and testament of your full name and NRIC. So I will just be putting in a fake NRIC because I don't want everyone to know my NRIC. Okay, NRIC as 9999999C or whatever. Okay, something like that. I hereby revoke all blah 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 blah. So just to say all previous wills is now. Okay, so I declare that I am of sound mind to make this will, and I have voluntarily made this will voluntarily and it's not under duress. So your executor, you need to put it here. So your first executor, your husband's full name lah. So husband or whoever, don't need to write it's your husband, just put the name and then put the NRIC. So NRIC whatever lah, S T whatever A C to be the executive of this will. Okay, so in the event of your husband pass away also or got other problem cannot carry out this will, who is the alternative executor for you. Okay, so alternative executor may be your sister or your brother or whatever. So sister name, then you put in the sister NRIC, T okay, to be the trustee in place. Okay, so then you say that whatever lah. So you say your trustee can pay all your debts and testimony expenses or funeral expenses, all these before they give out the properties or whatever lah. Okay, so if you have a property that's specifically wholly owned or whatever, okay, you will just use this clause. So you will say, I give my rights to. So you just delete this portion. This is the explanatory portion. So you can say your property, what property you want to give. Just anyhow put 10 Jalan Besar. Of course, please put the full address properly. This is just anyhow write on. 11 Singapore 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, to who absolutely. So you want maybe give your brother. Then you put brother name. Please remove all the yellow highlights. It's just letting you know that this fields that need your attention. Brother full name, then you put in the brother NRIC. Okay, please make sure you have all these details on hand before writing this will. Okay. Okay, then if you have any specific cash amounts to give, so if you got more than one property, you just duplicate this clause and then put the next clause also. Okay, so if you have any cash amount you want to give specifically to your friend or your whoever, okay, you just use this clause as well. If you don't need this clause, you can just delete this clause. Okay, so let's say you want to give $100,000 to your friend your best friend maybe your best friend called Tommy, full name put full name NRIC, you get Tommy's NRIC as well. Make sure he's not a witness of this will all these are anyhow type I don't know what very correct or not. Okay, yeah, so then after you give away all this immovable property and the sum of money, right, you can give the rest of your assets to a group of people. So it can be as many people as you want, just put the percentage share or whoever, like 50, 30, then you need another line, just insert a new line. So if you just need 2 people, you just use 50-50 or whatever percentage share you want. Okay, so if you are giving to a charity, then you will need the identification number, like the UEN So just insert the UEN, then the relationship is now no relationship, it's just a charity Okay, so this is what you can use. Please be reminded to put in the full name full name. I mean, you can change it to full name as well Okay, so in the event the beneficiary is referred to in clause 6, which is here, they die before you, then the share should be giving to the surviving beneficiary. So if if you do 50-50, one of them die, then the other person will get the remaining. So if you do 30-30-40, right, then one of the 30% die, then the 30% share will be split to 30 and 40 in the other 2%. Okay? Yeah, so if in the event that it's not possible for your executor to distribute the properties in some whatever thing, they can go and sell it for cash. Okay, so if they carry out this thing in good faith, then they make any mistake or whatever, it's not their fault unless they're doing fraud or whatever. Okay, so you also empower your executors to for example, if you have kids, your beneficiaries are below the age of 21, they can give it to the parent, guardian or whoever so let's say your executor is your husband, then you have your kids, then usually the husband can take charge of all these things first, then only when the kids reach 21, then you can pass the amounts to them Okay, yeah, so basically that's your will, very simple. So this is just all the wordings for witnesses. So you must put in the date, month, year. So we go with 3rd May 2023. Okay, put in your full name again here. Okay, then you put in the full name of your witness, identification number. Okay, so signature later when you print out, then you will use Okay, so if optional is you can have this appendix to a will. So it's a listing of your assets Okay, so where to find the assets lah. For example, you got some LV Prada handbag, or like you got shares in IBKR, you want them to where to find it, everything, you can put all the details here. So you can duplicate the boxes and put all the details here lah. Okay, then any special instructions regarding guardians or children, funeral, last messages to loved one, you can put here lah. All this is not like really legally binding, but I mean, it's your last message, good to fill up, huh? Okay, so basically that's the will template. It's very simple and easy to understand. Okay, so after you complete the will template, you will print it out, sign it in front of the two witnesses, and the two witnesses need to sign on the same day lah. All must be dated on the same day. Okay, store this signed will in a safe place, maybe in the corner of your house, but let your executor know, or maybe in a safe deposit box, and then add this will location to the wills registry and let your executors know the location. Okay, so some things to know about the will. If you make a will before a marriage, then it will be revoked. Okay, but if you divorce, the will not be revoked. So normally after you get divorced, please make sure you make a new will lah. Okay, so there's this quote lah: living well includes living well. So make sure you live well by making a will for your loved ones lah. Okay, so link to the access the free template will be in the video description. Okay, follow me and check out my website for more financial content. Feel free to share this video if you felt it was useful. Any questions, feel free to drop me a message on Telegram. Yeah, okay, so I come to the end of this video. So I hope this will writing template was helpful to you. Any questions on the will, don't really ask me. I mean, you can ask me, but don't take it as a financial advice, because I'm not like I'm not accredited to write a will, but this is just one of the templates that I will be using for myself. I will say first, I'll be using for myself, and I'll ask my husband or whoever, my loved ones, to do it, my clients to do it, but by no means I'm offering any financial or legal advice, just a free resource for my clients and friends and families and loved ones lah. Okay, that's the end of today's video. Okay, so please help to like and subscribe. Bye bye, till next time.